My name is Simon Dean and I wanted to share with you the results of my pharmacogenomics test from the perspective of a patient. So a pharmacogenomic test is a DNA test and you take it to see how your body responds to different medications. The report covers 115 different medications and you might be prescribed it if you're someone who has adverse drug reactions or bad side effects to certain medications. Perhaps you're not getting on with a particular medication, like it's just not working for you. Or maybe you just want to get it right first time. And this is really why the doctor might recommend one of these tests, is it helps remove the trial and error so that you can either start on the best drug first time or optimize your dosage of a particular drug so you have the right dose. So I like to think of the report as having two main types of insight. We've got the high level insight and then we've got the medical deep dive. So in that high level insight, we can see all of these 115 medications broken down into different categories. So we've got analgesia, autoimmune, cancer, cardiovascular, endocrinology, gastroenterology, infection, mental health, neurology, respiratory, rheumatology, urology, and then some other ones. And within these sections, you can see it's either tagged as a 1, a 2, or a 3. Now, a 1 means that there's mild or no known drug-gene interactions. 2 means that there's a moderate interaction, and 3 is steer clear, there's a serious drug-gene interaction here. And if we just go down a bit in the report, we're still in the kind of the pretty high level mode here. We can see that the 2s have been expanded. So ideally you'll take a drug that's in the 1 column, but if you have to take a 2, there's some advice here for you. So it says consider alternative medications, increase the dose, reduce the dose, maybe have reduced efficacy, or there's an increased risk of adverse drug events. So this is just stuff for your doctor to be aware of. But where your doctor will really get excited is when we go deeper into the report and it tells you about your phenotype and the genetic test that was looked at. So if I go ahead and look at a well-known drug called citalopram, which is often recommended for depression or anxiety, we can see here that I'm a rapid metabolizer. And this is because of this CYP2C19 pathway. I process this drug more quickly than expected. So the advice here is maybe start with the recommended dose, but consider just kind of like turning it up if it's not working for that patient, or consider an alternative. So for me, a good alternative would be sertraline, which for me is a drug in that number 1 column. Now, just while I'm in the C's, there's a couple of drugs here where actually doing a PGX test is very much recommended. So the first drug is called clopidogrel, which is a drug for thinning the blood after you've had a stroke or something like that. So we can see here that I'm a rapid metabolizer, CYP2C19 metabolic pathway, so that's good for me if I ever need that one. Clozapine is another drug where PGX testing is recommended as well. This is a drug for schizophrenia. And we can see here that I'm an intermediate metabolizer according to the CYP2D6 pathway. So you can think of this report in two ways really. One way is it's kind of like a drug passport. So your genes don't change. So from the day you're born to the day you die, these are your genes and those genes won't change, which means that all of the medications in here will be metabolized down the same genetic pathway. So if you have this test, like a drug passport, you can take it at any time to your doctor if you're going to be prescribed a medication, and it will just give them more insight on what to do for you. I've personally tried it and my doctor was very cognizant about the results. And of course, the other way this can work is you go to see your doctor and because of your medical history or your condition, your doctor says, do you know what, I would like to do a PGX test with you first, just so that we've got a better chance of getting the best therapeutic outcome possible first time. I hope you found this information useful. You can go to AttoPGx.com if you're a consumer, or if you're a doctor, head to AttoDiagnostics.com and head for the Pharmacogenomics section. That's all from me, and I hope you found this video interesting.